Hey VIP, this is Chris Brigandy of Brigandy Coins and Collectibles here in New York City. We're coming at you with another email video today. If you have any questions or you'd like to buy anything, please reply to this email or give us a call directly. Let's take a look at the first item. Here we have two gigantic Muhammad Ali autographs. So if you followed us, if you've been in our store before, you know we always carry Muhammad Ali items. He's obviously the greatest boxer of all time, and he did sign quite a lot. And typically, this is what you see out in the marketplace. And we always have these in stock. Standard photos, Ali over Liston, but these two pieces are just great because of the size of the autographs. I've never owned something like this, of this size from Muhammad Ali. So if you look at it, it's basically like the length of half of my arm. That's how large it is, and it's really tall as well. And this one's great because we actually have an inscription above of peace. So this is just, one of those items that doesn't come along often. And when I saw this, I had to buy it. This one here measures 12 inches across. And then this one here is even bigger. This one's 14 inches. And we framed it up really nicely, elegant frame, classic picture of Ali here. And you really don't get these autographs in any instance from anybody. Once in a while, Upper Deck or a company like that will come out with a special limited edition piece where you see a Michael Jordan autograph this size. But typically when you see something like that, it's super limited and rare and goes for a lot of money. But like I said, when we found this, we had to own this one. This is a 1961 John F. Kennedy signed presidential appointment. Presidential appointments are a great way to collect autographs. They're just beautiful from not just the autograph, but just the overall eye appeal. What I love about it, it always says the President of the United States of America at the top and boldly the name of the president. So this one's just in fantastic condition. As you can see, everything about the paper is clean, it's white, great contrast against the black text. And then down here we have the iconic John F. Kennedy autograph. Typically, his autograph, on documents like this will fade or be a little bit light. This is as perfect as it gets. This is a mint condition autograph. Another great thing about documents, presidential documents, are the seals. So if you can zoom in here, I don't know if you could tell with the contrast, but in person, it really just jumps off the paper. This one's perfect. Typically, they kind of peel or they rip a little bit or you're missing a little of the scalloped edge, but this one's perfect. And you got the really nice embossing of the eagle with the shield, the presidential seal. It's just a really special piece, elegantly framed, obviously presidential colors with the red, white, and the blue. Just a great piece of presidential memorabilia. Mickey Mantle autographs are one of the most collected in all of the industry, and he's a favorite here at our store in New York City. Mickey Mantle signed a lot during the 80s and 90s. He headlined all the sports shows. So when you're collecting Mantle, we always say try to get something unique with an inscription or something rare just in general. So right here we have an autographed jersey. It's a Yankees road flannel and an inscription. So Mickey Mantle boldly signed it and then inscribed Yankees 1951 through 1968. Of course, his career with the Yanks. Like I said, you always want to try to find something unique with the Mick. He didn't sign a ton of jerseys. A lot of players don't sign a ton of jerseys for several reasons. One, they're more expensive than buying a bowl or a photo to start out with. But secondly, a lot of players don't like signing flannels and jerseys because it takes a little bit more time and they're a little more careful with something like this. So whenever you get a Mantle jersey, that's a great piece, but when it's inscribed, it makes it really special. We don't have population reports on how many inscribed jerseys are out there. If that ever comes out, it's going to be really, really, really low. If you're looking at inscribed baseballs right now, which are of Mantles, which are going through the roof price-wise, some of them are bringing 10, 20, 30 grand in auction, and they have sometimes higher populations than these jerseys actually have. So just a really cool piece with a rare inscription. Charlie Chaplin is the most influential and most important figure in the film industry. Not to mention he was the first movie star. Charlie Chaplin starred in the early 1900s and he acted, but he also directed, composed, produced all of his movies. Here we have a beautiful Charlie Chaplin autograph with his famous on-screen persona in the silent film industry, known as the Tramp. And that is one of the most influential figures in film. So if you are a film buff, if you love Hollywood collectibles or anything related, this is, the ultimate piece for a film collector. Chaplin was also a bit of an entrepreneur. He created United Artists in the early 1900s, which today is worth over $1 billion. And he did that so he could have full control over his movies. Like I said, he would do everything from acting, producing, directing, composing. He did it all, soup to nuts, and it was all independent of the commercial production companies. And that is what makes him one of the most influential figures in film history. One of the greatest pitchers in the modern era is undoubtedly Pedro Martinez. Even here in New York, we may not like him, but we have to appreciate how great he was. And 1999 was one of the best seasons for a pitcher in all of history. Equal to even some of Sandy Koufax's greatest seasons in the 1960s. So when we had the opportunity to have a signing with Pedro Martinez, we obviously jumped at the opportunity. So let's start here with this baseball we got signed. Again, with modern signers, Pedro doesn't sign as much as his Hall of Fame counterparts, but again, he's a modern signer. So typically we want to get inscriptions or get something a little more rare and unique. So what we did here was his Triple Crown season in 1999. If I slide it around here, he signed the side there just with the 1999 Triple Crown. And then he put his statistics on the opposite panel here. So Triple Crown is obviously leading in wins, ERA, and Ks, which he did in 99. What's so crazy, not only was it obviously a great season, is that he did this in the middle, at the height of the steroid era. So if you think back to 1999, people were hitting like nothing, 50s, 60s home runs a season. Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, they each had 60 plus home runs in the late 90s. And then it was 2001 when Barry Bonds hit 70. So the fact that not only was it one of the greatest pitching seasons ever, but it was during the height of the steroid era, just makes it that much more special. So also when we had the opportunity for the signing, we want to do his rookie cards. Again, with modern signers, inscription's great. So we had him sign it with his Hall of Fame induction date of 2015. These are beautiful, mint condition cards here. Pedro has a beautiful autograph for a modern guy. You could just see how much care and time he put into all of these. Even on the baseballs, you could tell he was proud and slowly wrote, all of his stats on there. Nice, clean, and legible, which unfortunately is a hard thing to say for most modern day athletes or signers in general. So these are great. His rookie card, of course, there's actually an LA Dodgers gear here, but just one of those great pieces, especially to have inscribed as in the balls as well. Thanks for watching, VIP. If you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to buy anything, please just respond to this email, give us a call, just get in contact with us somehow. Thanks again for watching.